Come and get started on a new mission, a new direction, a new intention. Welcome to 5.8G Alive at Connections 50 Plus. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite.
And I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, catering to all your prospects in the third act of life.
Economic well-being, social gratification, personal fulfillment.
Join us on Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Connections 50 Plus Facebook page, YouTube channel,
and on Gael the Caribbean.
Hi, good evening, everyone in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Tobago, and all the Caribbean islands. Welcome to Connections 50 Plus 5.8G Live. I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, one of the co-creators of Connections 50 Plus. And as usual, with me is my colleague.
Hi, everyone. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite, the other co-creator, as usual. Happy to be here in this special series. So, yes. Jennifer, how has it been?
It has been good. I can't complain. I think my week started very excited. Actually, what I did.
You fixed it up.
But I don't know how exciting that is. I'm not sure how exciting that is. But there is a lesson in that, you know?
If I think you should tell people the lesson.
But let me tell you, but the week is good. I'm looking forward, I really look forward to our interview, actually, that today's interview with our barber, because Terry-Ann, we spoke about a different aspect, and we thought grooming and having a nice haircut is quite important for us to look good outside there. So we have our barber coming on to chat with us about grooming and how we could stay home and get it done, etc.
And so on. Jennifer, I have to say, there are lots of excited people out there after last week's show. A lot of people.
I did get calls, but let me say this, huh? I got calls, the persons who were interested. But guess what? They waited on me to join with me. So if I had to delay, definitely January. I'm going to be starting.
No, but you'll go back on. Look, all of their contacts are there for the MH1 dance company and Angelic, the music. Their contacts are there. Go join. Get going. Make new friends.
Yeah. I still find our cohort, for some reason, Terry-Ann, very shy when it comes into doing something new.
I think it's your company and stepping out, but it's safe. Just embrace the social media. Try one. Just contact via Facebook and just try. Just go on Facebook and look at the concepts, look at the old things, and just step out of that comfort zone in one little tiny step, and it's going to be fun. We really got to step out of that, We really do.
Looking for company.
Yeah, but you are your company. You'll find company there. You'll find company there. That's what we want everybody to understand.
So that's the only thing. So yes, you all can join without me. That's my friends I'm talking about, who call and said they're interested, but they waited on me. But
yeah. No, it's been
really great. The feedback was great.
Yeah. It's been a week, and I'm learning. I'm going back to my little panini situation that I have, and I promise I will keep people on track with the lessons I'm learning and so on. And we go back to the first issue of when we did the forum, and we talked about stress and anxiety and things like that. And this series that we're doing is really highlighting to me the importance for us to have balance, because you may have stressful situations that you are managing in your life. But if you do not build balance in by having fun activities, by activating the creative part of your mind. Having opportunities to meet new people and meet new things.
Yeah.
Those activities are in and of themselves stress relievers. And that's why Jen, we're doing this series.
Definitely.
To give you examples of things to do, because if I did not have that balance, I would be a real crackpot right now.
Yeah, and with the lifting of the SOE by the end of the month, we would be doing more, being more active. We have to be careful, yes, but this is the opportunity to go back out and do things.
A lot of us got accustomed to the house, and we start to look like the house. You need to.
So we need to, and we are, as I said, we are telling you, there have the people outside there. We have the professionals who offering their services. So yeah, we go out there and have some fun.
Yeah. So we are heading off to our segment today, continuing the theme of building a tribe. Let's go learn how to barber.
Yes. So here we are, being in a tribe, and we have as our guests. So you're seeing with us two beautiful people here. We have our guest, Brent Kent, and Brent is the director of Mobile Emergency Barbering. And with him is his business partner, Tracy Ann Peters.
Jennifer, you think we're trying to tell everybody we have something we need to fix with us. We bring barbers now.
Yes, last week you all had a lot of fun with music and dance. Now, if you have to go and dance or play music, you have to look good. So we thought we would see about making sure you are looking good. And let me give you a little story why we have Brent here as our guest this evening. And that is because I was flipping through, I think it was maybe through Facebook or something, some one of those media. And I saw an interview with Brent, and that was during the pandemic. I mean, we're still in the pandemic. And in that interview, Brent was chatting about, helping seniors and doing barbering for seniors and have this mobile service. And I thought, I didn't know he would have been on like today, but at the time, anytime I hear or listen to stories and people who's helping out seniors, and when I say seniors, we're talking about the 50 to the 80, right? Young and old. And I felt, I took the Brent name and the number, and I said, you know what, he will be good as a resource person at some stage, not realizing that, hey, we come to this. So when we thought of inviting, having our guests who offer services to seniors, I thought that Brent would be ideal, and in chatting with Terry, and we say, yes, bring him on. So Brent, welcome. And Tracy, and welcome. We are so happy to have you here. So what we like to do, let me start by asking you, Brent, as I heard your story, what made you during that time say, well, look, let me give a special to seniors? Because I know you deal with all ages, but this special to seniors.
Right. So before I start, I want to thank you all again, Jennifer and Ms. Bradwitt. Right. Thank you again for having us. Right. The seniors is very close to my heart. From humble beginnings, my mom always taught us to have respect for elders, right? During the COVID-19, the pandemic, I was in my room and I studied how this whole pandemic would affect the elderly, the more senior people in the country, and I always watch it as they were persons who worked so hard to help build the country and do so much to bring most of us up, right? Because mother and father and neighbors and good community leaders, and I always I sat there that day, and I said, you know, I must do something once God spare my life on the face of this earth to go through this pandemic. I must do something to say thank you to the seniors, and for the ones that, if God forbid, get affected and all, you know, that I could actually say that I did something good for them.
And what was the response like?
The response, well, we ain't actually had any seniors come to the mobile cafe at present, but we do encourage the seniors. It is here, it is available for them, right? The services is provided from every Saturday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. right? And we do encourage persons to come on board and have their free haircuts, free services, right?
Brent, give us what is the mobile emergency barbering? What is that business?
Right, so mobile emergency barbering is for persons who are actually busy, you know, some people has functions, some persons are high in society, some persons, it has been difficult for them to actually sit down in a barber shop, right? Some people don't actually like to wait in a barber shop, because if you go in a barber shop, you would see persons, a lot of persons in the barber shop, right? So mobile emergency barbering fits in that aspect to have persons trim, call the mobile emergency barber, and get their haircut so that they could go to the event, that they could make arrangements to have their haircut done.
Okay. And I like the fact that you have the mobile emergency barber, and most of what you say, you think barbering, for me, you think a shop with a lot of men, and like me, I say, everybody will give me a haircut that looking like, but I see Tracy Ann sitting next to you, and yeah. I want to ask Tracy Ann, so Tracy Ann, what do you bring to this story? Am I going to get a nice CDM man cut from?
Well, yes, at present, but I still on the trading process, right? I'm not perfect, like how perfect supposed to be, like cutting hair. Yeah, so I still on a trading process.
Right. But Tracy, let me tell you, just the fact that having a female, and let me share this story. My mom, I use my mom a lot when I'm talking here. The reason, because she's very, although she's 99, she's very in on she wants to maintain the manicure, the hair, etc. And before, she would be always going to the hairdresser and things. Now she's at home. And I heard Brent mention also being mobile, not just for those who may have special occasions and don't want to be in a crowded space, but especially the seniors who cannot come out anymore, but still need to be trimmed. Men or women still need to be trimmed. And Tracy, what I would say too, having a woman, and although here you're saying training, but having a woman, I would prefer actually, if I'm home as a senior and I'm home and I need my hair trimmed, like Terry, and I'm not going and sit down, whether it's barber shop, hairdresser, I can't take this sitting down for long. This has nothing to do with age. Right through, for me, I can't take it. Everybody's different, right? So that's why I don't do braids at all, because I can't sit for long. So person like myself, or who are older like my mom, who much prefer, I find that mobile service is great to come home. Tracy, and I will tell you, whether Brent could cut here with all the marks, what do you say, all the parts going all how, I don't want any man coming into my house as an elderly woman to trim me.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't care how good he is. I prefer someone like you. I trust that you must know your trade, because I don't want all the fancy, I don't want any mark or anything. You see my hair? All I want is dye. It's just not dye right now. So I will feel comfortable to have a woman come into the house to do that trimming. So I love the idea. I love the partnership, you know, having a woman on board. And I know soon, and you know, I hear you and I feel what you call it not perfect. I could trust you to come and trim my hair. Don't compare yourself with Brent trimming at all. No, seriously, I feel, and I know that Terry, and if you agree, to me, and I may be biased, a woman is trim the hair. I use a woman to trim my hair. I feel the woman can more understand and have somehow this softer touch. I could be very wrong, Brent. You could forgive me.
You're correct. You are
I
correct.
feel the woman. I always go to a woman. In the early I used to go to a barber when my hair was just, when I wanted a more, what you say, faded the faded style. But Tracy, I think you want a good thing. It's really nice to you to be in on the barbering. And I'm sure you're ready to be out there. Well, you're out there already. So don't worry.
She's there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She's there.
So that's good. I just want to highlight a lot that the mobile service is also great to go home to seniors who nothing may be wrong with them. It's just that you don't want to be out there all the time. Tell me something though, with the pandemic, with the COVID, how are you treating with that in terms of all the protocols that have to be in place?
All right.
Especially being mobile and you have to go, you're going home, you're going into the houses. Or is it that they're coming in, your mobile is you actually coming into your, do you have a van? I'm not sure how your mobile is set up.
Well, the mobile services, I have my vehicle, I drive to the person's location. But during the pandemic, with the lockdown, I kind of cancel going to the person's location. Right. So I introduced a barber cafe, which is the barber cafe where persons will come to this particular location.
Okay.
Right? Carry out all the protocols. You have to wash your hands on the outside. You have to if you don't want to wash, it have sanitizing. You could sanitize. All the signs and labels are up. You have to wear a mask. All the protocols in place. So and then I created the online barbering, right? The online training, because you know barbering is a trade, and there's theory and practical, right? So the level 1 that I created, the online, is the theory, and well, it affected me. It worked in a positive and a negative during the pandemic.
Okay.
So the online work for the level 1. And I cannot cancel the level 2, which is a more face-to-face interaction, right? Yes.
All right. How does the cafe work? Because is it by appointment? Do you still end up, because it's a cafe with a line and waiting? How does it work?
Right. So persons will I have an app that the persons will go into, right?
And what is that app?
Right. So mobile emergency barber app. Once is a customer of mine, you will be given you will be joined into this app. Right. So once you're interested in getting a next haircut, the available time that you will see. And you could make your appointment. Yes, so it's a booking system. So you go into it, and you will see the available time, and you could make your appointment on it for some of the days that are available.
Okay. Brent, you're real modern.
But how do we get the app? Is it that you can go into the Google Store or the App Store and download the app, or do you have to send a link to people?
Right. So yes, once you make contact to me and you have my service, I would join you into the app, and you would have access to the app. So it is not something that is widespread and open to the public. Once you're a customer of mine, I would bring you into the room.
So how do we get to be a customer?
Well, once you make an appointment and you come to Mobile Emergency and get our services
and how do we do that?
Right, so 498, you could contact us at 498-0299. You could WhatsApp me. You could go to the website, Mobile Emergency BAR Wixie site/website, or you could go on Facebook at Mobile Emergency Barber, right? Or send me an email at mobileemergencybarber011@gmail.com.
Oh, okay, all right. Now I can figure out how to get my haircut.
Right, yes.
Brent, tell me something. Let me just take it a little different here. You mentioned that you do the level 1 barbering for persons interested in barbering. Now on this show, we encourage our cohort, our 50+ audience to get involved. And especially now after the pandemic, to become entrepreneurs, to do different things, either as a hobby or to bring in money. And these days people need to do something. And I am thinking, as I hear you talk about the level 1 barbering, and that Tracy Ann mentioned that she also started in training, that this is something that I never thought of, that many of our cohorts could probably consider that this is something they can get into.
Yes.
Because it is not, and I'm not saying that you're not working hard, but to me it's not, you're sweating over it then. You know, you can you can decide how you're controlling your clients. You can even decide to do a course and maybe work with someone like yourself, part-time, or decide I'm only working with, like Tracy Ann, a female elder person, female senior can decide, well, okay, I can do that course and then I will focus only on females, things like that. So hearing you talking about the level 1, would you say that how difficult, how easy it is for someone over 50 who have left the normal workplace and want to become a barber?
Right. So the level 1 is very basic, right? I deal with topics as simple as what is barbering, the history of barbering. You must know where the barbers came from, where they started, right? The tools and equipment, right? The sanitizing, disinfecting, and sterilization, right? The science of barbering, why we cut the line around the parietal ridge, right? They would have that basic information, right, to understand why the barbers do what they do, right? Even it is plenty writing in the sense of you must be computer literate in that aspect, because you have to produce a portfolio. At the end of the training, you will complete with a portfolio.
Oh, that's
right?
good.
And I will approve it, and you will get a certificate on completion.
How long that takes though? That level 1, that part of it,
right?
Which is more the theory aspect of it.
It's 6 weeks of 6 weeks, Monday on a Mondays and on a Thursdays. But what I do now, I give persons the opportunity to choose the days that they are available.
Okay.
And it is after, well, it is 9 o'clock in the night, 9 p.m. anytime 9 p.m. for at least 1 hour. I don't like to carry it on too long, because persons just get tired.
Great. So the
Yeah,
level
so
two.
it's
So
a
after,
complete
so if
training.
I'm taking up barbering and
Yes.
I've completed that aspect, then are you going to start back? I know the lifting, the pandemic will be over soon. The SOE will be over soon.
Not the pandemic.
Yes.
Sorry. Would you now start back the level two, which is the level two will be where I actually coming in house to learn how to trim, or what would be the level two?
Yes. At my barber cafe, I would have persons come to my barber cafe, right? And they would do the level 2 training. It is very interactive.
Yeah.
Right? They would be practicing on the mannequins, and also we would have persons within the community who will give free haircuts. Right? So the level 2 is plenty on bacteriology, and also dyeing, how to use the blow dryer, how to shampoo, how to condition the hair. These are the main practical aspects of barbering they will be doing in the level 2 training.
Okay. So Tracy, where are you in that training? Have you completed 1 and 2?
Well, actually no, but the only thing I just do really now is cut Mr. Kent here.
So you give him that haircut, all right, good.
Yes. For now, well, he is the only person here that's cut right now, but right now I'm looking like for kids and adults here, like to cut so I could get like more practice.
Yeah.
But for now, only Mr. Kent here, no others.
All right, so you have done the level 1 training.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all right, so what was that experience like for you?
It was very exciting. Because from ever since small, I always like to deal with hair. So,
good.
Yeah.
So was it easy? He said that I'm using you as a person who's gone through a training experience. And we're saying we may have listeners who are thinking, but yeah, there's something interesting. I could go and learn barber. And so you've been through the level 1. What made it exciting for you?
Well, just cutting the hair and doing, all the marks and the combing and the cutting and the, so, and I just, as I say, I just like doing hair, like the barbering. Yeah.
And was it difficult?
No, for me, I find it easy.
Nice.
Well, he just said hard, but I find it easy because I like it so much.
Yeah. Good. And it certainly sets you up with a business. You could do something even for yourself or your family. It's not a formal business. Nice. That's great.
And let me just add to it. You see, I don't only focus on the barbering aspect for the level 1, but more of customer service. How you're dealing with the customers, right? Because I believe, this is my point of view, but I believe we here in Trinidad, we have a lot of organizations that have a lot of issues with customer service, right? I believe that we don't focus much on the customer service, most of the organizations. So I try to encourage persons who come through mobile emergency to interact with everyone, your employees, not just the customer, but the employees, how you deal with your co-workers, how you deal with your mom, your dad. So yes, so I try to get customer service more into the individuals.
Okay, nice. And one other question on the training, how, when we're out of the SOE, how big is the class? Because online you'll be one-on-one, yes.
Right.
So it's even how big is the online group? So if I decide I want to learn barbering, how many people will be in the session at a time with me?
Right. So my first online training that I did, I had 400 and something persons in the first Zoom. And with the type of standard, That's a very good question.
Brent just got just, and I want to ask you, it was free?
Say again?
You offer it free?
Yes, the first, because it was kind of it was just a practice. I just wanted to
encourage them to come on. Yes.
And gather information and see where I could do better.
That's good. That's very
good.
good.
Yes.
So I had 400 and something persons. It was very challenging. It was just messages coming in day and night. It boiled down to 30 persons.
Great. That's great.
So 30 persons actually got to learn the level 1 barbering to the standard how I wanted it, and they completed the portfolio.
Okay, and what are they doing now?
Right. So one of my individuals, he opened his barber shop.
Wow.
Our next individual, he is also doing mobile barbering also, right?
Nice.
And it also working nice for MEB, because what I will also be doing for them after the training, I am arranging charity events. Yes, we will be having a charity event on the 11th of December on Harris Promenade, and I will be bringing out the participants the persons who participated in my training, right? They will be coming and cut on the day for the charity event. So I have barbers I have barbers in Port of Spain, I have barbers down south, I have persons all across this country.
What I like about this, Jennifer, as we talked last week, these activities, it's good that our seniors know of things they can do, which draw them out and again help them to connect with people. Because very often you find that once people, it might be so much people in their 50 to 60 or even 60, 65. But once you get over the 65 to 70 to 80, people become more and more recluse as their friends, their relatives die out. And this activity is social. So you use a skill and then you can offer trims to different people. It's another way to cause you to come out and connect with people, which is what we're trying to, so not only can you get your trim, but you can learn barbering and start an activity. I think that's really great. That's something I like about it.
I love the idea, as you say, bringing the community, and that will help to Brent, that with the customer service, because customer service on a broader sense. So you're looking at you inviting others to come on because they're watching on to it, as you offer that. So you want to come out as a way to socialize. I come in with a friend to see what's going on there. If the trim looking good, if it's not looking good, and things like that. So I find that that's such a great idea for you to reach out to the community, and in reaching out to the community, you're also mentioning, hey, we have seniors, come on out, and those who nobody could no longer say that they don't have money for a trim, you're actually offering that service where they can come and have have Tracy and they practice on your head.
Not practice, get experience.
And I really feel, I have tried trimming my own hair. I really feel persons, the students who have passed through that level 1 training and understand everything there. By the time they reach the second level, I really believe your graduates would be more or less very good with what they do, with the trade.
Let me ask a question now. Brent, you have mobile emergency barbering, which means that you're coming into, someone can call you and you can come to their home and so on. This is an era of safety, and we are dealing, our audience is the one that deals with seniors. Now, who is Brent and why should I call this man that I don't know from Adam or this lady who looks very pleasant next to you and you're coming into my house? What kinds of, what's your background? What is your story?
So what I do, I make available all my information on my website, also on Facebook. I have ID cards for once I am visiting a person's location, there's an ID card. So I make that also available to the public, right? To look out for this information when the mobile barber is coming to your location, or anyone claiming that they are mobile persons. And when persons come on board, I introduce them publicly on my page. So no one can just pull up by someone saying there's mobile emergency barber. I have information directing them when you access the service, who you're contacting first, and then getting approval for the person who come into your location. You will have a whole bio on the website of the person coming to your location, and you can verify from that bio that that is the person who is going to trim.
Would your vehicles be marked?
Yes, I had the well, before I had the mobile emergency on the back of the vehicle, right? On the back of the vehicle. Yes, the logo is on the vehicle.
Okay, and would people be uniformed? Because I see you have on your class 101 uniform, but they...
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so it's a full professional setup.
Yes.
Nobody coming in the street clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they must present the ID, and as I said, the whole bio of the person cutting under mobile emergency. The person could view the person bio on the website, or once they make contact for the service, they will see the person. They will get information of the person. The person will contact them, inform them that they're coming across, and that is how it will be.
And this is a question that I will ask people. How do you vet your people? Do you have police records on people and things like that? Because I have a mother who is 86 and a father who is 88, and they need a trim. But yes. So if you send in someone, how would you have checked out their records and those kinds of things?
Well, at present, I really have the HR aspect set up, but it is in the making. It is something that I am considering, because I do not at present have employees. Only Miss Peters is training, and I'm trying to get her to that. Yes.
So you are the barber. Okay.
At present, I am the person who will be visiting and at present visiting locations.
Good. And you don't have a police record?
No, I don't have a police record.
Me in 2021, you know.
No.
Tracy, you don't have one either.
Yeah, but Brent, from what I've heard, I like your setup. You're really thinking of your customers and ensuring that, they feel safe and they feel comfortable, which is very good. That question you answered there for Terry, and that's really interesting, because that is what will first pop up in anybody's mind. Who is this person? And to know that I can check out everything, your bio on the website, seeing you, so when you come, I can trust you. And if anything happens, I know, if I have to tell somebody, well, this person's coming to trim me, everything is recorded. And I find that is really good information. And I'm sure, as you said, as you get into have much more of your clients here, you would put in place other systems that will ensure safety on both sides, safety on both sides on that. So this sounds great. So Terry and I, a lot, like we're going into barbering, we have to dance, we have to do music.
Instrument. Now we're going to do barbering.
But I want to just do my own hair. Do you recommend that though, Brent, as I said that? Is it can someone really trim their own hair and do it effectively?
Yes, they can.
If they're going down bald.
Don't need any mark or anything. So I think I think that's on my, and I don't necessarily want to use the trimmer, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be much for me. I tried it before and I don't see why I can't try it again. And if I could learn that, you know.
You know what that zog is?
Yeah.
People still talk about zog.
Zog,
At least, actually, when Tracy Ann was talking about practicing on Brent, I was thinking of how much zog you must get.
No, never.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
But listen, if you get a zog easy, I have no intention of going, no problem going very low. So I will take the chance. I will do a little practice.
So the zog wouldn't be obvious.
Unfortunately, Brent, I'm going straight to level 2. I'm going straight to level 2.
But if you once you understand the science of barbering, you would not it is very difficult for you to zog someone. Right? Because barbering, once you understand the science gives you that understanding to how to use the combs. Right? So you know it have combs number 8, 7, 6,
okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you always go with the highest. And once
zog is an old-time thing when your mother and father was trimming you. That's how I get zog.
When they're using razors. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the razors. I in my training, I allow the participants to use the balloon, so they get that confidence to actually, once the balloon bursts, the balloon and the shaving cream with the razor, once the balloon bursts, you know for sure you're cutting someone, and
you know
it builds that confidence to know that they can take off the shaving cream on the balloon.
That's interesting. So great.
Yeah.
So Brent, definitely. I mean, I feel
I
very.
think I could learn barbering. I could learn barbering too.
I am sure our audience, the listeners, is saying, you know what? You know, sometimes you think of things that you want to do, or you may not even think about it.
Here.
But you like it.
Yes, and I also have a senior who does cut her grandchildren here, who participated in my training.
No zogging.
So that's great.
My sons will let me trim them if I take this course.
I think you have to do the advanced when you have to do the fancy part all over and the different designs.
No part of the design is just a fade.
No, never a lot of designs.
Yeah.
So Brent, I mean, this has been really great, you know, chatting with you and having you here as a guest. And I really believe a lot of listeners want to be interested in learning, at least learning barbering, because I find that's a great, you know, thing to do. You're retired and you're looking for something to do. Or even if you're not retired, you just, you know, you want to trim yourself or you want to trim your grands or whoever.
The grand, yes.
That's very good.
I want somebody to come home and cut your hair.
Yeah, definitely. For me, that is number one priority for me. Coming home to cut my hair. Yeah.
Do you do shaves also? So you do shaves also and everything?
Yes.
So the full grooming, that grooming for the man.
Some women may need to shave too, Jennifer. What up to you?
Well, I was leaving that for Tracy. I'm very biased. I'm very biased.
Women need to shave.
Not with a razor at all.
And Tracy's very good with it.
Yeah, and Tracy, and you have all these modern ways you're doing it now. Doing what, I can't remember what you call that process they have now.
But a lot of barbers, when you go to the barber shop, in my days when I used to go to the barber shop, a lot of barbers would do eyebrows also. Is that also included in the service for women? They would have their haircut and then also eyebrows.
Yes,
is that
eyebrows.
Part of the service?
Yes, eyebrows are also part of the service. Yes.
All right.
Terian, that was a long time, you know. Terian, people don't shave their eyebrows with
No.
razor.
Yes.
They still do that?
Of course. Miss Watson lady, you fancy, you know. Tracy, do women still use razors to shave their brow, to shape their brows?
Well, not really razors. Is well, I think is the razor blade, and like they does use the barbering machine too. Well, in fact,
the
they does
big
use
machine.
You see,
they don't really use the
Use
blades
the razor blade.
I will do my wax. But yeah, but it's great. I really like the idea of the home service. The grooming for the men, especially too, when you go to the man. Well, Tracy, in your case too, you would work with the female who may prefer a female working with them. So I would really, I mean, you all have
you
a
work
lot
with women. I mean,
to
we saying you work with women, you also cut men's hair too.
Yeah, but I know you work both with men and women. So I really want to thank you all for being our guests and for sharing the information. And well, I have a busy 2022 with all these things I have on my list to do.
You have to dance,
you know,
you have to sing, you have to learn an instrument and learn to cut your hair.
Yeah.
But before we go, Brent, just to recap again, so there are two actual businesses here. There is Next Level Barbering, which trains level 1 and level 2 barbering, which trains people in the art of barbering. And then there is Mobile Emergency Barbering Service, which you can call to get your hair cut and your grooming, men and women. They can call, and people can call you, go on Facebook. So you just give all of your contact points once again, so that our members can go and get their notebook and write it down. Yes.
And I also take, and if persons don't want us to come to their location, I have my barber cafe that they could come to the barber cafe, coffee on sale, water on sale.
Yeah.
All right. So give all your contact information. Yes. So give all your contact information once more so that people can find.
Right. So persons to contact 498-0299, right, for the service. They could also go to Facebook at Mobile Emergency Barber, right? Also on Instagram, right? They could send me an email at mobileemergencybarber011.
All right. So Jennifer, that was a great tribe experience. That was a great
experience. Because as I said, any people could look and say, you know what, we could take up barbering.
Yeah. I love like these things. You can go out, you can meet, you have a reason. Even if you know no one, in your little neighborhood, your little church group, your little, whatever it is, you know, I give you a trim, make a friend over a haircut. Why not?
Yeah.
No? That's what we have to do. So we're dancing, we're singing, playing on instruments.
And barbering.
Because we could cut hair. Any 5.8G person that says that they don't know what to do and it has nothing to do, not true, not true. Get that together and get to it. So, all right. So Jennifer, what else do we have in store? Next week, it's another surprise. Next week, we are going to be talking to a person who really helps us. You know, a lot of us need help. We need support, not for our parents, for ours, for our own selves. And many of us have such problems finding reliable help for whatever reason. And we're bringing on someone who will really be able to give us help with getting help. So you can't miss next week.
Yes.
And we continue getting real and living life on the third act stage. So,
and Terry, and and our audience, you all know that at the end of the month, we also going to have our forum, and we will tell you next week all about that coming forum.
Definitely, definitely. And Jennifer, we pass the middle of November. It's Christmas.
And we planning our Christmas concert. So we have a lot in store.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So we will see you next Wednesday. More talk, more things to do as we continue our series, living on the third act stage. So, bye.
This is a call to action for those 50+ entrepreneurs who wish to dynamize their business strategy and magnify their entrepreneurial footprint. We at Connections 50+ can help you do just that while facilitating a seamless transition to self-employment. Our Evolution series of programs are designed to deliver business solutions for SMEs and individuals needing to start up or to pivot. Our programs are designed with you in mind and are tailor-made to suit your economic growth plans. The Success-Driven Package with a digital focus will take you to the next level of your business life. In this new normal, creative entrepreneurship is the ideal way of adapting. So let's adopt new ways of engagement and select viable niche markets that fit us best. Through our Evolution Business Solutions programs for SMEs and individuals, we at Connections 50+ will work with you to sharpen your senses to target your customers meaningfully and achieve your goals measurably. Call us at the numbers on the screen or visit our website. Don't procrastinate. The time is right now to focus, to dedicate, and to reap. Connections 50+ Business Solutions for SMEs and individuals. The Evolution series. 50+ Tribe and follow us from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Thank you for joining us on this Connections 50+ 5.8G Alive show.
We hope you enjoyed the lively conversation and look forward to seeing you next week.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We really love getting your feedback. Bye for now.